The planet Farrago is diverse. This world consists of 52 different realms, each with their own peoples, cultures, and even physical and magical rules. Farrago is governed by the Congress of Realms, with each one electing a lord or lady to represent them and a mighty warrior called an Apotheon to defend them. Each realm is independent, but governed by a set of 3 overarching laws known as the Pact. These laws are as follows. No realm nor its citizens shall harm another. No denizen shall cross into another realm without express permission. No realm is exempt from the Pact. These laws have helped keep the peace amongst the realms for years, but there are still dangers that undermine that peace. For some dangers, the laws of the Pact must be broken to keep Farrago safe, and for these dangers, the world calls upon Satellite, a mercenary organization that breaks the Pact but for the greater good. Satellite operatives consist of exiles from the 52 realms, and our story follows 4 of these exiles. Juno, a burdened rogue from Alfheim who seeks a better ending to her story. Tick, an 8-limbed artificer from Zoetropia who wishes he could turn back time. Faylell, a dark warlock from Litulos who lost the game but still lives to play again. And Ashe, a fiery druid from Neuroles who is simply here to help. These 4 will undertake missions to protect the peace, protect the Pact, and find a new home in the world of Farrago. We're on the internet. Hi. Hi, everybody. Hi, y'all. How's it going?
Hi.
Oh,
Hey,
Cody is falling down a pit. Cody was...
I was just shocked that we were on the internet. I didn't know.
Oh, you never done that before? Oh,
No.
It's gross. You have to put on the cyber suit and hop into the tube, and then you have to sort of just let your digital form convalesce for a while.
I actually have been on the internet before. I found out today that the sequel to the reboot of Tomb Raider, that is us. The sequel to the reboot of Tomb Raider is now 20 years old, and we talked about that on Cartridgeblowers when it came out, and that made me die a little. We're very old.
Well, with that, hi, I'm Matt. This is Cartridgeblowers. We're going to play some Dungeons & Dragons. Welcome to Farrago episode 2. It's tentative title, maybe. I don't know. We're kind of figuring that out. But we're going to play some more Dungeons & Dragons this week. I'm really excited to do it. I'm joined, as always, here with Amber, Cody, Dylan, and Nikki. Hi, y'all.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
I figured we'd do quick intros here. If you didn't see last week, go back and watch it. It's on YouTube now. When you're watching this, it might be on YouTube. I don't know. That's the nature of these things, is that they sort of all exist non-linearly. But yeah, we're playing Dungeons and Dragons. This is our 2nd episode together, and I'm really excited to get into it. If you are just joining us for the first time and you want to sort of learn a little bit about what's going on with this, you can hit !D&D in the chat. You can go check out our little wiki Google Doc that I made that will tell you a little bit about the world, about the characters, and there's a new tab at the bottom that tells you our story so far, so you can get caught up. And even if you miss an episode, because I don't know, you're out there, what do people do with their lives, y'all? What do people do other than hang out and watch streams?
Crimes.
Right. If you're out there, skim a little off the top at your job,
Sure.
or if you're out there,
Money laundering.
if you're laundering money, if you are out there, get a third crime for comedic effect, then...
Also, the ever popular staring into the abyss and questioning life's existence.
Yes, exactly.
Well,
I love all of those things. But hi, welcome. We're gonna go ahead and get into it. So if my friends here could get into character, Amber, of course, is the role of Juno. Cody playing the Tick-Toctopus. Dylan as Faylell, and he did the thing. And Nikki as Ashe. When we last left our characters, and let me go ahead and start our soundtrack here. Oh, yeah, there we go. A little ambiance for
porno's
you.
back again. Gosh,
It's a
I thought it was in the window.
It's a different porn.
Are we
it's
in the window? Oh, okay.
It's a different, classier porn now. So when
Okay.
last we left our characters, you had just finished a sparring match with Jacques, the second in command of the organization known as Satellite. Jacques had taken you into a room that he called the Abstract Innervation Station, which allowed you to heal your injuries as you left the room. And Jacques has come to you saying that you did really well, and he has offered you a manila envelope with your first mission. So the four of you are standing in his office. Jacques is sort of sitting at his chair. And my question for you is, what do you do?
Juno had already grabbed it and opened it last session.
Juno had, that's right. You know, right? That's right. She had actually, I think that did make the VOD. So she had grabbed it, and she had indeed looked at it. And I am now remembering that one of the reasons I wanted to stop last time was so that I could have the visual of this document for you. And I'm now realizing that I didn't actually get that ready. It's the only image I don't have ready, but I'm going to go ahead and send that to y'all here in Discord, and then I'm going to quickly add it to the stream, because that's how these things go when you're on the second episode sometimes.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, and so allow me to go ahead and get this image here on the screen for our friends at home. And this is what you see on the folder. And if you could go ahead and if someone wants to read that for me.
Well, Juno has it, so.
Victoria Verne of Stylus. The Victoria, a state-approved coroner, has ferried a package between her home realm of Silas. Is that how it's pronounced, Matt?
It's Silas, yes.
Silas. And the realm of... Oh, I'm bad at things. Why am I the one reading? I'm bad at reading.
Is this Amber or Juno who's bad? Is Juno bad at reading?
This is Amber.
Okay,
Amber's
got it.
bad at reading.
Juno,
You took the folder.
you
I
took
know.
it, man.
Ain't no gold coins in that manila envelope.
Yeah, man.
Sorry. Victoria, a state-approved coroner, has ferried a package between her home realm of Silas and the realm of Aru.
Aru.
She delivered her package there, but left an item of great importance behind. Lord Osiris.
Osiris. That's a normal
has claimed
one.
the item. Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. Has claimed the item and kept it with one of his lieutenants. Oh, come on, man.
This is
Juno looks at it and tries to sound it out, and then holds it up to somebody next to her.
Jacques looks at it and he goes, yes, that's Zoshiketzel.
Zoshiketzel.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah, y'all don't know Zoshiketzel?
Should have known.
Yeah.
Should have known. In her temple. Mission objective. Steal the item from the cult of Zoshiketzel and return it to Victoria. Do not open or tamper with the item.
Okay, and so Jacques, he takes the manila folder back from you, and he rifles through it, and then he looks at the four of you, and he goes, so, do you accept this mission?
I mean, yeah. I don't got anything else to do, so, yeah.
I mean, there's lots of things you could do if you really wanted to.
But I wanted to do missions.
Well, that's what I'm asking. If that's what you want to do as a mission.
But yeah, but you didn't like. Oh, I mean, yes, I want to do a mission.
Okay. What are we doing? Jacques slams the folder down on his desk, and then he presses a button that is placed next to the laptop on his desk, and a buzzer rings, and the door that you entered behind you opens up, and 3 people enter the room. You see, first off, you see a woman with red skin, and she walks in. She's wearing a leather jacket, a sleeveless leather jacket and leather pants, and she has very curved horns on the top of dyed purple hair, And she smirks and walks up, and she extends a hand out to who's probably in the, I would say Ashe. You're probably in the back of the room. She extends a hand out to you, Ashe, for a handshake.
Ashe very formally reaches her hand out to offer the handshake
It's
or accept the handshake.
It's very hot. It's very hot. And she smiles. She goes over to Jacques. She goes, "So these are the new recruits?" Jacques nods, and she goes, "Charmed. I'm Beverly." And she motions to her left. There's a woman in a pilot's jacket, a bomber jacket with a big hat and goggles. She has just a sort of bob haircut, and she stands there, and Beverly goes, "That's Artemis." And she motions over to the right, and there's a dog, but he is tall and standing on two legs, and he's wearing long robes. And she explains that that's Cato. And the three people who have entered the room look at you all, and Jacques says, "This is your support team. They're going to be able to help you with anything that you need going into this mission. Beverly can tell you a thing or two about what you're going to be facing when you get there. Cato will tell you a thing about the path of least resistance. And Artemis, well, she'll be the one you want to talk to when you're ready to leave." And so they sort of take seats around the room, and Beverly grabs the manila folder, and she sits tight. What do y'all do?
Hi, everybody. Hi, I'm Tick the Tick-Toctopus Octopus, and it is good to meet all of you. I am the artificer and time man for this here organization, and I am an orange cartoon octopus, and I wear clothes and walk on several tentacles as legs. Yeah.
They breathe that in for a second, and Beverly goes, I did get that you walk on legs."
Yeah, well, I mean, some people don't know what to think of me. I am sometimes off-putting, and I thought that maybe I would just get in front of it this time. Yeah.
Beverly goes, so you're trying to say you're trying to not make things awkward?
Yeah.
Well, you're doing great.
At that.
Noticed. Noticed, yeah.
I'm, all right. So
Matt. Oh, sorry.
Yes.
I don't want to step on you. I don't want to step on Cody's feet.
No, it's fine. I don't have feet. I have tentacles.
I don't want to step on his tentacles.
Okay.
His suction cups.
Go ahead.
Matt, would I recognize anybody in this group from possibly being around the realm?
You have probably seen. You've probably never met Beverly before. Beverly, you don't really see. You've never seen her around. You've probably seen Cato. He is someone who is sort of in charge. He's like a local quartermaster. He's in charge of giving out items and supplies to people around town. And you think you've seen Artemis, but she's one of those that's a face I've seen, but we've definitely never talked. I've seen her just in passing. But you've never met any of these people directly. No.
Okay. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Good questions.
Well, what do we
Go ahead. Okay.
I was gonna say, what do we say? We just talk to Cato, the best boy.
The best boy.
I was gonna say, since I recognize Cato the most, Juno would walk up to Cato and be like, "I've seen you around, haven't I?"
Cato goes, "Well, yes, lots of people have seen me around, but I've seen you as well. It's not that it's a big, secret headquarters, but it's not that big a secret headquarters." You kind of pet me.
I can't.
Yes, it's not the.
Who's a good boy?
And he stands there and he doesn't really react other than you do see his leg like start tapping as you pet him on top of the head. I'm assuming you're scratching like ears. Yeah. His leg starts like tapping, but he's just standing there kind of like, this is normal, and he's like, yes, no, I'm the good boy. Yes.
Ah, yes. Yeah, all right. Okay, good boy. Thank you for letting me pet you.
And Kato says, oh, no, thank you. It's a term of endearment. We're married now.
Oh.
That is a joke,
I
Octopus Man.
was
is-
literally about to ask if this was socially acceptable.
No, this is is acceptable, but it's definitely no. I am not married. I'm married to my work. You know, yes.
I get it.
Anyway, he spreads.
On
yes.
to work.
Yeah.
On to work. What can
Yes.
you tell us about the path of least resistance on this
Um,
mission?
Absolutely. He spreads a map out on the desk, and it's a map of the realm of Farrago itself, which of course you've seen many, many times before. And he points to a country on the eastern continent, and he says, "This is Aru. This is where you will find the Temple of Xochitl, where you will need to find the object that has been stolen. But then you are going to need to, how do you say this? Get the fuck out. Yes, because Aru
Is
is
it dangerous?
Aru is very dangerous. Yes, Aru is a land of deposed gods and goddesses. You do not want to get caught or get in a fight with anyone but the lowest of the guards there, because you will probably get flayed alive. This.
That sounds unacceptable.
Do we know exactly what this stolen item is?
They all look at each other, and Beverly says, "That one's for not new recruits.
Well, how
But-
can we steal it if we don't know what we're trying to steal?
You'll know it when you see it."
How?
She looks at you and she says, "You'll know it when you see it.
Do we at
Okay.
least know where it's located in the realm?
It's in the Temple of Xochitl. Yeah."
And what can you tell us about the temple?
Xochitl, she's a fertility goddess.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Ah,
So
Okay.
so you're gonna need to go to a temple. You need to go in there. You need to go probably, I think what my spies saw was an hour before sundown, right? You go in there. That's when the changing of the gods is gonna happen, and then go in there, grab the item, and get the heck out of Dodge. Kato says, yes, and that's kind of where I think. Oh, I'm not British. I'm Italian. That is what I think it is. That it's a how you say going to you get the fuck out of there. Yes. So and he points to he puts his two paws outstretched on the map, and he says, if you go this way, and he points sort of up into the northeast, you can cut through the manifold, then head to New Vespa, and then through the Red Court. It's going to be a little tougher there, but a shorter trip, and then you can head directly into Silas to return the item to Victoria there. Otherwise, and he points his other paw, you could take a trek across the Calamity Canyon. It's a little longer, but it is probably the most obvious way that they would think you to escape. So you may be followed. Again, to sort of do that without an accent, he talks about how either A, you're going to, once you find the item, it would be your best bets to get out of there. It would either be to go through the Manifold, New Vespa, and the Red Court, kind of curving around to head to Silas, or straight across Calamity Canyon, and then directly into Silas from there. But Calamity Canyon's big, vast, empty, and you might be followed. Of course, going through
Right, so-
the other direction.
Path A is longer but safer. Path B is quicker but more deadly.
Opposite. So, so Path A is kind of shorter, but you're traversing multiple realms. Whereas Path B, you're passing through one realm, but it's again, that's where they're going to expect you to go.
Okay.
Which means it would be more heavily guarded.
And Artemis comes
Yes.
up and she says, "Well, if we work together, I think we'll be able to get through just fine." And she says, "Because I'll be going with you on this mission." And she tips her hat at
Oh,
you.
really?
She goes, "Well, yeah, they don't allow you to pilot your vehicle on your first mission."
What? Okay. So, so you're. I don't know. I just kind of want to hear you talk more. I like your voice.
Oh, well, thanks there. The name's Artemis O'Brien. I'm a pilot, and I'm here, and I'm going to help you all the way through, passing your way from the Temple of Raigequitz all the way to Silas as we drive our all-vehicle across the realms.
What
Any
kind
questions?
Of vehicle?
An all-vehicle. Oh my
What's
God!
an all-vehicle?
And she looks at the other. She's like, they haven't been told about the all-vehicle. And Jack goes, they literally just did the fight in the time room thing. And she goes,
We beat up our boss.
and he goes, he's kind of like, is like, not really. So Artemis, she says, well, an all vehicle is a vehicle that transforms its look into something that befits the realm that you're in, so that it's not a tip off that you're not supposed to be there. And each group is given one, but you're not going to be allowed to drive one until we can make sure that you're to be trusted with it. She again tips her hat at you, and she goes, so that's why they're assigning me to go with you.
Okay.
Well,
It's
we
nice to
thank
meet
you for joining
Artemis.
us.
She goes, well, I'm not going to leave the car.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm not any good in a fight.
Do you have any recommendation for gear for us? Do we even have gear? I kind of look around at the rest of the party and not sure what we have.
Ashe points to the staff on her back and says, "You're not prepared for a fight?"
Just these hands, baby.
I've got
Points
a
to-
spear.
Points to her bow and arrow, and then also holds her hand out and it glows a little bit for her blades. I've got my own stuff. I'm just not sure if we have anything else.
Jock looks at the four of you and he goes, this mission's not going to be easy, but it's not going to be too tough. We think that what you've got is probably good. When we get back, we can talk a little bit more about payment and getting you some better supplies.
Okay. Well, I think that's good. We got our pilot, and we have our good boy, and what are Cato, Beverly? What are you guys doing?
So Beverly goes, we stand in the office and we give you intel.
Yeah, but
What?
I thought we were friends. You should come. You should come with us.
Oh, you think? Oh, why do you think we're friends?
Oh, because look, okay.
This is
Never
coworkers at best. Like, and even then, you really don't work here yet.
I thought we got the job when we punched Shock in the face.
No, you got the interview.
Oh.
I think that this might be the interview.
Okay.
This is a test for us, isn't it?
And Jacques goes, I mean, it's not a test.
But they still need the thing.
I mean, it is a real ass mission. It's,
Yeah.
like you could
got
die.
this.
Like,
I could die and fade away. Let's go.
it's weird that you were so, like, gung ho about that part.
Well, I
I'm
mean,
fairly certain he's gung ho about everything.
Hey, she's learning.
Am I
about
wrong?
me and I appreciate. No, you're not wrong. Hey, can we go to the all vehicle?
Yeah, Artemis smiles at that, and she goes, well, you follow me. And she heads out the door that you came in.
Okay, I follow Artemis. if they're not ready to go, they don't have to go yet. But I'm going with her.
Sure.
Ash was already out the door.
okay.
Yep, I follow as well.
Okay.
You look back and Faylell's hand was up like she was going to shoot something at Tick, and then she just puts her hand down.
Hey, what?
Let's go.
Oh, this is gonna be fun.
So you follow Artemis as the door to Jacques' office closes behind you, and you go down a sort of maze of hallways. And again, to sort of describe the look of this place, it's this sort of ramshackle, it seems almost like stitched together building. Just like all the streets and everything here seems almost stitched together. And none of it seems to really be one continuous construct, right? So you've got like metal walls that go into wood walls that go into like a straw thatch that go into like organic material, it's all over the place. But Artemis seems to know her way around, and she leads you to a room, and in that room you find an all vehicle, and it's a big car that right now looks like this. It's sort of just bulky and covered in like weird machinery. And Artemis says, so this is what it looks like after its last mission, but once we get there, it'll turn into something else.
I call
Where
tower.
was it that it looked like this?
She goes, I have no idea. Wasn't my vehicle last time.
Dick runs
Ash-
over to the vehicle.
Okay. Ash?
As Ash heads toward the vehicle, Ash just says, "This is an affront to nature."
And she goes, oh yeah, definitely. And she opens the door and she looks up at it. She goes, maybe. Don't actually
Dick runs
know.
his Tentacles all over the thing, trying to figure out like how it's made.
Yeah, go ahead and give me an investigation check.
The
Okay.
images you just gave me for that.
As you slurp your tentacles across the side of this metal vehicle.
Juno is just kind of walking up and like she goes to go in the door, but a tentacle kind of flings across the door.
Hey,
She's going to open
actually,
it. The guy jumps back.
can I ask you sort of a question here? And I need you to answer this, and I need you to be aware that this is an answer that will affect the rest of the campaign permanently.
Uh-huh.
Are your tentacles slimy?
Well, a little bit, yeah, a little
Okay.
bit.
Good to know. Yeah. All right. You rolled a 15?
Not like super slimy, just like damp.
Sure. Yeah. Gross. Hate it.
Well, I mean, it's my biology.
Everyone hates that. And everyone will remember this. There's a little message at the top of the screen. Everyone will remember this about your tentacles. And...
I mean, I can wear gloves.
Everyone would love that. Yeah, I think so. So,
Slick octopus.
Slick octopus. Oh, cool. I hate it.
15.
You rolled a 15 to investigate the vehicle. Yeah. Oddly enough, so
Yeah.
that's a pretty good roll. But as you are running your tentacle over say one of the metal tubes on the back of the car, right? You realize that it might not even you can't tell what function it serves. It might not even serve a function. There's definitely something that's more magical than technological about this.
Okay. This is cool. This tube is part number 567924. Now, part 567923 had some flaws where it would leak different types of gases, but this one,
Juno's
I'm
already
sorry.
in the car.
Yeah.
I'll explain to her later.
I
Juno's
hope
already in
you'll
the car.
bring this attention to detail to the mission at hand.
Yeah, as long as it's interesting.
Tick, you can tell us on the way. I would love to hear all about it.
I thank you. Yeah, I have
You can
so much information.
Can you tell me where the Allspark is?
Typically, it's located within the center of the prime
Transformers.
level of Optimus robots.
Wow. Okay. Excellent.
Yeah, it eats them from the inside out. It's really
I'm
gross.
gonna. Ash is going to gently put her hand on Tick's very probably damp shoulder and just shove him into the car. Not unlike the way a high school bully would shove a nerd into a locker, but like, with some semblance of friendly affection. I don't know if I need to roll an arm strike for that or not.
Definitely not an arm strike. No. I think Tick, I assume you would probably just go with this.
No,
yeah. Okay.
I want to see the inside too.
I think my favorite part about that move right there is that, I know we're all playing characters and stuff, but also I feel like that's a thing that Nikki would do to Cody when Cody is talking too much and we need to fucking go. It's very good. Thank you for playing these characters.
Cody, yeah, it's a great looking fountain, Cody, but we got reservations.
Right.
Somewhere.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Aw, beans.
Right.
So you hop into yes, Faylell.
I was just gonna say I sit next to Tick.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, where are y'all seated in the vehicle? There's.
I got in the car. I got in the car first. I am in the past. I am shotgun.
Okay, you're shotgun, and so then the rest of you are in the back. Yeah.
Sure.
Okay. I mean, we can. I mean, it's a magical vehicle that changes its shape, so you could be in different seats. There could be like 3 rows of seats. I don't care. What does this look like to you when you open the car?
School bus.
School bus, love it. Okay, yeah, there's rows of different seats with the thing in the middle, and Artemis sits in the front and she grabs the wheel and she says,
School bus with a gunner seat.
There is no gunner seat.
You asked me what it looked like.
Yeah, I'm telling you there's not a gunner seat. I'm no-anding you.
All right.
But Artemis hops behind the wheel and she goes, so she looks back. She goes, okay, are you ready?
Yeah, let's go.
Put on your seatbelts.
Already did.
No, you didn't. There's no seatbelts.
Then what did I put around my waist? Oh shit.
Faylell buckles in with a tick tentacle, and everyone else has no seatbelt. And she pulls down a lever, and the vehicle fucking goes 0 to 80 like in a second, and it is zooming off into the distance.
And we're not wearing seatbelts.
You're not, no. But for some reason you seem chill. Like you're not like rocking around. You're not like flying everywhere. There's something about like the inside of this thing that is like equilibrium is not hard to keep, and did any of y'all look out the window?
Yes.
Yeah, Juno is very aware of her surroundings, and she has her notebook out, and she might even be taking notes as she is as they are traveling on things that she might see of interest.
Yeah, well, you don't really see anything of interest because what you're seeing is the vehicle going through a tunnel, and like zooming like full pipe around the tunnel, going upside down, and just like again speeding off as fast as it can. So the tunnel itself again is very like patchwork like all the other buildings here, but as you're going upside down, you don't feel upside down. You feel again equilibrium is perfect inside the vehicle. And Artemis says, okay, just looking for a door. We're looking for a door. We should have something opening up pretty soon. That'll take us right where we need to be. When we get there, what you're going to want to do is we're going to park a little bit away from the temple, and then you're going to want to go in, get the thing, and then come back, hopefully alive.
How long should this mission take?
Artemis thinks on that for a second. She goes, well, they didn't really give me a time limit for it per se, but I think if you're quick, then not long. But if you die,
do we know?
Maybe a long time.
Do we know how long the changing of the guard is?
You never asked Beverly. Artemis does not know.
What? Where? So where in there is it?
Artemis once again looks down. She goes, I don't know. It's in the temple somewhere.
It's in the fertility temple. We have to arrive.
That's right.
Juno pulls out her book, which she has had this entire time, and she has, we have to arrive 1 hour before sundown to the changing of the guard, steal the item. The temple is of the fertility goddess.
And as Juno, you say that, a bright light opens in the tunnel ahead of you, and the car just sort of like zooms up to it and then just sort of falls through the floor. And when it falls to the floor, you land and you are suddenly in a vast desert. And the desert itself is you can see in the distance mountains, you can see pyramids, you can see ziggurats, you see a mountain far in the distance that has clouds and a sort of like temple with like white pillars erecting high in the sky. And as you take in your surroundings from outside the window, if I take a look, let's look at your passive perception. I should know who has the highest passive perception. That should probably be something I know. I think is actually Ashe. Ashe, you're the first person to notice that the vehicle has changed its form. You are no longer inside this metal vehicle that looks like the inside of a school bus, but the outside of this sort of weird car thing. And instead, you are in an enclosed chariot with 2 horses drawing you forward.
What just happened?
That's the change.
They said that,
This is an abomination.
well, they said that it would change to fit the realm so we'd blend in.
And Artemis still has a steering wheel, and she is driving the vehicle forward as these horses are clopping and kicking up sand everywhere. And go ahead and everyone make a perception check, actually.
Okay.
17.
17.
17s are good.
22.
22 is better. So Faylell and Juno, you're noticing that the sand is not hitting the windshield of the chariot that you're in. And Ashe, you realize very quickly that those horses are like holograms, maybe of some kind. They're definitely not actual horses. Not that it seems to matter, because the vehicle is still going just as fast as it was before. And as you are sort of motoring across the desert, she says, okay, well, we've got maybe about 15 minutes before we get there. So just hang tight. What do y'all want to do for the 15 minutes that you have on this ride?
I think Tick's perception check was so low because he was telling Faylell about all of the part number situations. He was more interested in that.
Which is great, because Faylell's perception check was good, so Faylell was not paying attention to you.
Not paying attention, yeah.
Faylell would like to do an Arcana check on the carriage that we're in, if that's
okay. Sure, yeah, please, absolutely.
Oh, a 10.
Okay, with a 10, the least funny number that you can roll, you you can tell that this is magical, but anyone could tell that this vehicle is magical. That's about it.
Meanwhile, Juno is looking out and she's trying to take note of what she's seeing in the desert, any kind of distinguishing features of the temples and is there any kind of village or anything nearby, or are they just in the middle of these temples?
Sure. So again, you're seeing this desert that is full of various temples. You're definitely not seeing anything that would resemble a village. Nothing that resembles cohabitation or of a peasant's class. And I need all of you to make history checks, actually.
22.
17.
16.
10.
Okay. Juno, I will say, with your 22, you have heard a little bit about Aru. Aru, this land of gods and goddesses that were worshipped in various pantheons around Farrago. Names like Osiris, Hercules, Zeus, Loki, Amatu Mikaboshi, these different Ra, all these different deities that have been worshipped and are no longer really worshipped anywhere. But they have all taken up residence here. And I would say anyone who rolled above a 15 knows that about Aru. With a 22, Juno, you have also heard about what's going on currently in Aru, which is that there is a crisis because all these gods don't have worshippers. And if they don't have worshippers, then they don't really seem to have much purpose. And as such, there's this sort of just like general malaise among the denizens of Aru, of these gods who just don't really have any reason for being. That's what you've heard anyway.
Okay. So, we have to be careful, guys. These people here, they're actual deities.
Huh. Okay.
As in, they have real powers, not just little powers like us. These are literal gods. They may even be immortal. So even if we get in a fight, there might not be a way to take these guys down.
Well, I don't intend to run into any of them, especially in somebody else's temple.
Yeah. Let's not get it. Let's just try not to get into a fight. Okay?
Matt, with my history check, would I know anything specifically about the fertility goddess?
I would say that you probably have not heard of Raigequitz. They're a low-ranking deity. I mean, there's a lot of different fertility goddesses out there, you know, and she's definitely not the most famous one. But as you begin approaching, you see this sort of temple in the distance, and the car pulls up to this temple and parks a little ways away. And you can see there are some guards standing outside of it. And as the sun begins to sort of set over the horizon, the guards look at each other and they disappear inside the temple. And Artemis parks the vehicle behind some rocks, not too far, probably about a mile away from the temple. Maybe less, like half a mile away. And she parks it, and the vehicle turns invisible. And she says, "Okay, I think now might be your best shot."
Okay.
Well, let's go.
All right.
Hold up.
Heavy hitters up first. What?
Do we even know how long this change is going to be? This could be a 5-minute thing.
So we should go.
Then we should make haste.
Can I, before we get going, can I use Awaken Mind on our driver? I forget.
Tell me about Awaken Mind.
It just lets me form a telepathic connection with them.
Okay, sure.
It only lasts 3 minutes, but that's okay. We'll use it for 3 minutes, and the distance can be up to 4 miles.
Within 4, sure, yeah, absolutely. Artemis is okay with this, and she like wiggles in her seat. She goes, "Oh, that tickles."
Like knock knock.
But she thinks it. Yeah. Yeah. She says, "Will do. I'll keep an eye out."
Let's go.
All right.
Thank you, Artemis.
She wishes you luck and tells you to hurry back, and you make your trek out to the temple. How are you getting out there? I mean, it's a pretty straight shot. It's a vast desert. The sun is low. What's your plan here?
I mean, I think we're trying to get as quickly to the temple as we can and maybe hiding off to the side. Just to kind of scout out the doorway, not going straight to the doorway immediately.
No? Okay.
Do you guys agree, disagree?
Ashe was just going to quickly march toward the objective, toward the whatever entryway she sees.
I think that's what Tick was gonna do.
Okay.
Sort of run for it.
So you're just gonna run for it. Juno, you're deciding to take it a little stealthier?
I'm running for it, but I'm not going straight for the door. I'm gonna kind of go and hang by the pillars on the one side before actually going to the door, and just make sure that the coast is still clear as we approach the front.
Okay. All right. Faylell, what's your plan?
I'm gonna walk with intent with the group.
Okay. I like walk with intent. Yes.
Like you belong. Like you're not trying. Like you belong there. Like you're just trying to get through the
Okay.
gate.
Cool.
Yeah.
I dig it.
Tick stops for a second.
Okay.
And spins around like a tornado, and then when he's done, he has on like a little helmet that looks fairly close to the guards, and he's using his disguise kit to disguise himself like a guard as best he can.
Okay.
Does he still look like an octopus, but in a guard's outfit?
Toonkind are actually really good at disguises, even with just a mustache.
Okay.
So actually, I have a question. As the
Yes.
changing of the guard is happening, can we see any of the guards?
At this point, you do not see any guards. No.
Okay.
Yeah, there is no one out in front anymore. So they went into. There were 2 guards. They went to the temple, and they are gone. So.
Okay.
Tick, if you could make a real quick. I'm just gonna say, a quick dexterity check.
Sure. Well, that's a 13.
That's fine. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Your temple guard outfit looks pretty good for a cartoon octopus.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, I don't have the exact outfit, so.
And you don't look like any of the humanoid figures that you've seen here.
Sure.
You are an octopus that is cartoon. So.
I mean,
okay.
They're not racist. Like they're,
You don't know that.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna.
Gods
make
are pretty
racist,
particular.
All right, cool.
So the 4 of you head up, and I'm gonna say, Juno, go ahead and make a stealth check for me really quick.
Okay. That's a 9.
That's fine. Okay, so as you head up, the 3 of you, other than Juno, get to the door pretty easy without any sort of anything in your way. Juno, you hide behind the pillar nearby, and you see nothing. And
once I see nothing, then I kind of dart forward and I join the group.
Okay, and there's a large door to enter. I'm assuming you all enter it.
Yeah.
Do we see anything on the door? Any kind of like traps or anything?
It is an open door. It's like it's a huge arch. Yeah. That you can just sort of use to enter the temple.
For reference for the future, is it literally just an arch that goes in? There's no door that's there. Like it's not like a door that's open. It's just an open archway.
It's an open archway. Yes. Did y'all notice it? Did y'all see it? Did y'all see what he did? I'm sorry for interrupting, like the flow of this. He fucking Tick put on a fucking mustache. Do you see this?
Hi. What?
I hate Cody Coleman. I hate him so much. He's got a little mustache on his little avatar. Okay. Anyway, you head into.
That's a really neat disguise.
Thank you.
You head into the temple, and here you are, and you are now on this map right here. And so the 4 of you are at the entranceway here, and you are sort of allowed to move forward as you wish.
I still see only the temple.
Oh, do you still? I need to move your stupid little ribbon. There we go.
There we go.
There you go. All right. So you're in the main hallway of the temple here. And if I could get you all to just roll a one. Let's see. Roll a stealth check. For everybody, please.
12.
Natural 20.
Okay.
5.
Oh my gosh, it closed. I rolled a dirty 20.
Okay, perfect. You see a guard here, and they like walk by the door as you are sort of like, before you even are able to walk into the main hallway area. And which would be like, so you see them kind of walk like right there as they pass by, and they vanish from view, and they don't see you. They don't even turn to look.
Did you see what direction they were going in? Were they going left or were they going right?
They were going left.
Then I guess we're going right.
It's up to you. So where are y'all going to
Alright.
head? If you could, just talk about that together. And you've got rooms here, 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 and here. I know it's a lot of rooms, but they're there.
All right. Well, why don't we go to the one closest to us on the right? So the first one to our right.
Like here? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. I can
And
just sort of
try
move you
to
all there.
Stay out of sight.
Okay. Yeah, you don't see any guards when you move through the hallway. And you enter this room. And as you enter here, you see a room that is this temple, by the way, is sort of a large stone temple, mostly unadorned. There's some what looks to have been maybe some like flags that have been tattered, and it's not very well kept up. And as you enter this room here, you see it full of there's blocks on the ground, and things hanging from the ceiling, different plastic bits and baubles that are just sort of like strewn about this room. Feel free to make an investigation check if you'd like.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So they were plastic?
There's plastic and stone here, wood, different just bits and detritus.
14.
17.
Yeah. Pretend I didn't roll.
Okay, cool.
5.
Okay.
I'm busy watching for the guard.
Sure. Faylell with a 17. These are toys, blocks, mobiles, bits and baubles. Like they're children's baby toys, and it seems like they have not been used for a very long time.
It makes sense as a fertility goddess. Fertility, babies, you know.
Ah, man.
Is there anything magical in here?
Make an Arcana check.
Yeah, I'm gonna make one too.
A 21.
Ooh. That's better than my 13.
Nothing that you can really notice. No.
Okay. I'll just say we should go to the next room.
Yeah, I'm gonna say we
Oh.
should probably dip to the next room.
I made a 23 on an Arcana check. Do I notice anything magical?
No, you don't notice anything magical.
Okay.
Okay.
Can I?
All right, we have
my
to make
head out,
fast work of
make
this.
Oh, yeah.
Clear in the hall.
Yeah. You look out in the hallway and there's nothing out there.
Okay.
All right, so
let's
I'm
try
thinking we
to-
move to the one right next door.
Yeah. Unless
Okay.
someone disagrees.
So the one at the bottom right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. As you move here, you see a set of stairs that lead upwards.
Ah, another floor.
Stone stairs that lead upwards.
Maybe we should investigate this floor a bit more. I don't know.
I look back on the hall. Do I see a guard anywhere in the hall still?
You poke your head out. No, currently you don't. No.
Okay. Dylan talking here to the group.
Yes. Hi.
We split up in teams of 2 and hit multiple.
You
rooms.
never split the party. Not when we're this
Well,
low.
we wouldn't be too far away.
What if we-
split
could
and
we
cover more
go-
ground, is what you're saying?
I mean,
like,
I'm thinking we
have-
go
have a group
upstairs
of
and just
2.
kind of at least see what's going on up there.
I mean, we've only seen one room on this floor. We have no idea what's in here.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't know
I
where the
guess
item
we are
is. You just
really
know it's in the
close.
temple somewhere.
We are pretty close. We could split into teams of 2.
Yeah,
But
2
like,
people
what if a
take the
door
bottom,
slams behind us and locks us in it?
Then
We die.
Wait. How long has it been since we were outside?
Like 5 minutes tops.
all right. So
The-
my connection has ended with Artemis.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So who's going with who if we're gonna split? I think.
I think did Cody just move closer to Dylan?
So let's have.
That was my OCD going off. Sorry.
I'm gonna
Perfect
I'm gonna
timing.
make a telepathic bond with
Okay.
Juno,
Okay.
and then Tick and I will cover the bottom section of this map, and then Ashe and Juno cover the top rooms.
Got it.
Carefully. If anything happens, don't need to say anything. You just tell me in my mind.
Got it.
And then
Okay.
I just cast
I
it.
think it in my head. I
All
think.
right.
Got
Yeah,
it.
I go knock knock.
I like it. Let's go.
All right.
Okay. So, let's see who we're gonna follow first.
Why don't we follow the guys first?
Okay.
All right.
Faylell and Tick, you're heading towards the sort of left area at the bottom.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's put you over
Doing my
here.
best to walk.
Or
like a
are you
guard.
going across?
No, you guys go across. We'll go. And
Oh
then
no, I thought we were going up.
You're going
No.
up. Yeah, and then what we'll
There.
do is we'll
Oh,
hit
okay,
the
got it.
rooms and meet
Yeah,
you.
y'all can
Got
click
it,
the
got it.
map if you want to like show me what you're thinking, but I'm assuming this is
Okay.
what you're talking about.
Yeah. That's
Okay. So let's start with Faylell and Tick. Faylell and Tick, you see a room here that's very similar to the other room that you saw across from it. It is filled with linens, blankets, rags, and a small bath. And there is a woman who is in robes, and she is tending to the bath, and she's cleaning it. And she just seems to be working, and she does not pay you any mind.
Just
we
because of my good disguise.
we move on.
Okay.
You move on.
Next room.
Okay. I think it's fair. Let's go over towards. Let's trade off.
Okay.
Room C. Y'all are burning through this, and I'm here for it. Juno
It's very on my
and
cusp.
Ashe, you see here a room filled with brass capsules. There are lying on the floor. They are lying on shelving. One of them is lying on a sort of altar.
Arcana check.
Sure, go ahead.
5.
I got a natural 20 on an arcana.
Natural
check.
20. Yes.
That's the right
yes.
person.
Ashe, you notice that all of these capsules do seem to be giving off a sort of faint magical aura. And the one that's on an altar is giving off a larger magical aura than all the rest of them. Yeah.
So Ashe will point to the item on the altar and say, "This one." And she'll head over to it. And before she touches it or anything, she'll stop and sort of methodically turn to Juno and say, "Tell the others." And then she'll turn back and then she will examine it and its surroundings for potential traps.
Yeah, make an investigation check
Knock,
for me,
knock.
please.
Yeah, go first. Yeah.
16.
Ooh, good roll. So with that 16, what you notice is you don't notice any explicit traps directly that you could see. It does seem that this item is on the altar that it's on does seem to be connected with your Arcana check to the rest of the temple somehow. But the brass capsule on the altar that is the most magical of the capsules, it doesn't seem to be booby trapped per se. You do see, however, a text written on the side of it. What languages do you speak?
Common, Druidic, and Elvish.
I would say this is probably readable with Elvish, though it's not a form of Elvish that you would know that you've encountered often. But it says Silas written on big letters on the side of it. It's Elvish and cuneiform put together.
Quite interesting. Have you informed the others yet? She
I was gonna say. Meanwhile, as soon as she said inform the others, I'm knock knock. Faylell, we might have found something.
Who's there? All right.
We're down the hall.
I motion to Tick that we gotta go, and then
All right, let's go.
Okay. Well, you are in this room here on the bottom left. So we'll go ahead and say what you found,
Okay.
what you saw in this room. It's a supply closet. There's a broom, a mop, and various brushes.
ignore the
Okay.
brushes. Ignore the brushes, Tick. Ignore the
uh,
brushes.
But okay, Are they? What kind of hair are the brushes made out of?
No, let's go.
No.
Okay, never mind.
I pull
All right,
Tick.
let's go.
Okay, are you heading to meet up with the others?
Yeah.
Yes, I asked Juno for which room they're in.
And I tell him it's the one across from the stairwell.
Okay.
And
All right.
then,
You meet up in there, and you see what they saw. These brass capsules that are everywhere. One of which is this seems to be emitting a faint magical aura.
Now that everybody's in the room, can I also kind of do a check on this as well too, just to kind of verify any information that Ashe might have already incurred?
What are you trying? You're trying to double check
I'm trying
it?
to see if I notice, and I'm trying to know if there's anything else. What Ashe, would you tell us what you had kind of registered about it?
Ashe would absolutely share.
Okay. I would then kind of see if I can see anything else, especially after kind of an alarm bell goes off in Juno's head when Ashe mentions that it feels like it's connected to the temple.
Okay. Make one more investigation check.
Natural 20.
Yeah. Even with a natural 20, you don't notice anything extra. Again, you do notice you can see the connection. Even though you're not making an Arcana check here, right? It's very obvious that this capsule is connected in some way to the rest of the temple. It's just
Guys,
it's obvious.
This thing, I think as soon as we move it, it's gonna set something off. I just don't know what.
Okay. They said we would know the thing we're looking for when we see it. It's not this, right?
This says, to the best of what I'm able to tell, it says Silas.
And that's exactly what we're looking for. She is from Silas. Juno goes back in the notes really quick and just looks to see, where's that doc?
Is Amber going through her notes?
Yeah. Both. Juno wrote down notes from what was in the manila envelope. Okay. Juno's got a notebook. Juno is always writing in this thing. Okay,
Love it.
She's from a place of fairy tales. It's a book. She's making a fairy tale, y'all.
Okay.
That's part of her bit.
Good job, Juno.
Ferrying a package. It said here that it was a package. I don't know if necessarily this is an item. We count it as a package. It might have been inside of a package. Juno's overthinking this, just like Amber.
Okay. So the state approved courier was ferrying a package between her home realm of Silas and the realm of
this
Aru.
realm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So.
Oh yeah, she delivered the package, but left an item of great importance behind. So even though this isn't is this the package or is this the item?
Yeah, the item's what we need.
It's a capsule.
It is a brass capsule. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's. I think this is our best lead, and this is supposed to be quick in and out. So let's.
Are we just grabbing and going?
Let's just grab and go.
Okay. Who's grabbing it?
Okay. So we would know when we found it. It's the most magical thing.
It's okay. Yeah, no, I'm all in. Let's take it. Let's go.
Let's go.
We still want to explore to see if maybe this isn't it?
Juno's a little nervous. I'm just a little nervous because there would be two items from Silas here. The item that was delivered and the item that was left behind. This could be one or the other.
Why don't you just take both?
It just says Silas on it, Matt?
It just says the name of the realm, Silas. Yes.
That's it. That's the only word on it.
That's the only word on it. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's just grab it and bring it with us.
Okay. Let's do it. Yeah, I like it.
It's probably gonna end bad, but it's fine.
Juno's uneasy. She's outnumbered.
Unfortunately, sometimes you have to do it scared.
You have to do it scared. I love that. Okay. Tick grabs the capsule. And as you do, you hear a faint buzz. But
Drop the capsule.
Drops the capsule. Well, the other hand's better grab that capsule.
You hear a faint buzz, and that's it. That's all that happens.
I think we should get the hell out of here and get back to that vehicle.
I re-grab the capsule. I'm dressed like a makeshift guard, so maybe that'll help. All right, grab the capsule. Let's go.
Let's go.
Okay. As you head out into the hallway, you are immediately greeted by a temple guard.
I knew it.
Yeah. Did you really? You thought that you might just be able to just sort of walk out and like things will be fine and
Maybe.
like just yeah. Now there is a temple guard there. So if you could go ahead and roll for initiative for me, please.
Oh.
No, we're
Can we try to talk our way out of this?
I mean, sure. Feel free. What are you gonna say?
Tick is dressed like a guard.
Yeah. I'm transporting these here ambassadors. Yeah. And and the project. We're gonna go upstairs and that.
Okay.
Yeah. So like just it's just business as usual. Are you new? Are you?
We're taking the capsule for routine inspection.
Yeah, we're taking it up. I've been asked to take these guys.
Step aside, soldier.
Go ahead and make a deception check.
All right.
Nat 20. What the fuck?
God damn it. 4.
Okay.
I'm rolling like garbage.
The guard looks at you and says, "So, wait a minute. Which one of you works here?"
Me. Look.
You obviously don't
this.
work here.
I do.
She does, and Juno points to Faylell.
That makes sense.
How do
Only women are employed here at the Temple of Raigequitz.
That's right.
I use my mind telepathic on the guard. Like, ignore him. Let us through. Step aside.
No, I'm not a lady.
Wait, you're connecting with the guard?
Yeah.
Okay. Is that I can't resist that? Like.
Nope. There's nothing. It just lets me in.
That's crazy. But I mean, it's just talking, right? Like you can't like command them.
Yeah, I'm not doing anything. It's just communication.
And
I'm just trying to drown out his thoughts from hearing Tick continuing to talk and fuck this up.
Okay.
So
Wait
I'm
a
just
minute.
The guard thinks back at you and says, "What are you doing? What is this? What is this strange power that you have?"
I've been blessed by the gods.
Our Lady, she has blessed you?
Yes.
And you made a nat 20, right?
Yep.
On your deception? Yeah. She goes, but I need the
Please.
four of you to make. Well, actually, Tick, you're holding it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, make a sleight of hand check or a deception check, one or the other.
Okay. I'm gonna need these rolls to
Oh my
stop
God.
sucking. That's a 7.
Yeah. She goes,
My rolls are bad. My pluses aren't that bad, but my rolls are garbage.
She goes, well, will you? Wait. Why do you have that thing? Why do you have the capsule?
Can I cast a spell?
We've been asked to
Okay.
transfer.
Can I use suggestion?
Okay, describe suggestion to me, please.
You suggest a course of activity described in no more than 25 words to one creature you can see within range that can hear and understand you. The suggestion must sound achievable and not involve anything that would obviously deal damage to the target or its allies. For example, you could say, "Fetch the key to the cult's treasure vault and give the key to me." Or you could say, "Stop fighting, leave this library peacefully, and don't return." Target must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or have the charmed condition for the duration or until you or your allies deal damage to the target. The charmed target pursues the suggestion to the best of its ability. The suggested activity can continue for the entire duration but if the suggested activity can be completed in a shorter time, the spell ends for the target upon completing it.
So I make a wisdom
Duration.
save, correct?
Yeah, concentration. It's up to 8 hours.
So your what's your wisdom save, or what's your saving DC?
So, it's a whiz of 14.
14. Cool. I rolled a 1, so I don't think I save.
Okay.
I don't think
So
the
I
card
just say-
saves. Yeah.
In their mind, while casting the spell, I say 25 words or less. I'm just gonna do this live, so if I go over and I'll try it again,
Mhm.
or whatever. How about you escort us out and not say a word?
That's
Juno is
11,
trying to
baby.
get Juno is trying to get Faylell's attention to reconnect via her mind.
I think within this time frame, I've used my bonus action, and it's currently down.
I mean, we're not really in initiative, but
Okay, so I just knock.
So we're reconnected?
Yeah.
I don't think this is the item. They know about this item. The item that was left behind was something that got left behind. They wouldn't know that this was the item. This is probably what was delivered to them. The other item probably is still here.
She's probably right. I don't
Can't hear
that,
me.
Actually, never mind.
I disagree.
I really think if it's an item that was left behind, they wouldn't know it was here. This is probably the item that was in the package.
Well, we have 8 hours, so I guess we could talk about it. Lord Osiris has claimed the item and kept it with his lieutenants in her temple. So they claimed it. They saw it and they claimed it. And that's why we have to steal it. Because they claimed it.
Oh yeah, you're
so
right.
They know about it.
With one of his lieutenants. It wouldn't be here. It'd be with somebody.
Hey Ash, how you doing?
I'm just gonna say, let's just take this in. Let's just take this capsule package and then see if this is the item.
Excuse me, Juno just breaks out and talks to the guard. Before you walk us out, can you just tell us one thing? Where is Osiris's lieutenant right now?
I have suggested that they can't talk. So
yeah.
They can't talk.
And they begin walking towards the exit. And they have been suggested to lead you out of the temple.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now let's go up the stairs. They're gone now.
It's up to you.
More stuff.
Let's see how
There's
long.
A second floor. The DM made a second floor. There's probably something up there.
Is that what you're going to do? You're going to go upstairs?
What are you talking about? Are you feeling okay?
I'm always feeling. No, that's not true. I'm sorry. I lied to you.
Juno goes up the stairs.
Okay. All right. Juno goes up the stairs. What are the rest of you doing?
Yeah, yeah, okay. Yeah, I'll go with Juno so she's not by herself.
Okay. Are we splitting here, or what's happening here?
Effective.
We can't split. We have to do we have to stay together. My concentration holds, however.
Sure.
You can go. You can leave.
I mean, she seems helpful. Hey, Faylell, come on. I'll tell you more about the part numbers.
I just want to look up the stairs. So I just want to climb the stairs. I just want to see what's up there.
You want to see what's up? What do you spot at the top of the stairs?
Yes, I'm not going all the way to the top of the stairs. I just want to get a scout out. I'd feel better knowing what's upstairs before we're going.
You see a room that looks very much like this one. And a door that leads out into a hallway that is also, from what you could tell at the top of the stairs, nondescript. Just stone and more tattered tapestries.
I'm in the stairwell with them. I turn and I look at them as like, what do you guys think? Do you think we should go, or do you think we should keep looking?
I mean, Ashe, what do you think?
I've heard none of the conversation because it's all been in head. So
No, it hasn't.
No, that's over. They're talking out loud now.
All right. So okay. So Juno looks to Ashe and goes, "Look, I don't think this is it. If they knew what this item was, I don't think it would just be left undone. It said it was with a lieutenant. I don't think if it's so important that it would just be sitting in a room. I don't think this is it. I think this is what was delivered in the original package."
Can you suggest that guy to tell us what this thing is?
Nope.
Oh. All right.
If I break concentration on this, they're gonna attack us.
They're outside, as far as you
They're
know.
not.
I mean, yeah.
Hey.
I think it seems like the four of you maybe need to make a decision.
I'm not opposed to checking out the rest, but a capsule is a package.
All right. Yeah.
So I think like
Did we determine?
Yeah.
It buzzed. It buzzed. It was on a pedestal. It had more magic than the rest. It's in a package. It was supposed to be a mission where we get in, get out. We're not supposed to fight. We need to go.
Okay.
Juno feels like this isn't right, but she gives in to Faylell.
Hey,
Okay.
if we fail the mission, that's fine. But if we die, then there's no more missions to attempt in the future.
I would like to not die. I know I seemed excited about the prospect earlier, but that was just not what it was. Nope.
Juno pulls out her notebook, flips to the next page, and just, I'm writing this down.
And
Okay.
they say the pen is mightier than the sword.
Oh dear.
Okay.
Okay. Let's.
So I guess we're going.
Yeah, let's
Right.
go. I guess.
So you've all
Go
decided to
Artemis,
exit.
Maybe she'll know what it is.
Okay, so the four of you head out the main area of the temple. You head right past the guard, who I'm assuming is like just sitting there, not talking. They're just waiting on you to go. How long does the suggestion last again?
8 hours.
Great.
Okay.
And I didn't tell them to stop walking. They're to escort us to the
Okay.
car.
Yeah. She's waiting on you, and when you get out there, she walks with you and follows you to the car. And as you get to the car, Artemis pokes her head out, and she goes, "Who's that?"
That's
Our
a
escort.
guard.
Your escort? What'd you do?
Ask for help.
Juno takes the item and holds it up. Is this what we're looking for? Do you know?
I got no clue. Does it seem like it is? Does it seem important?
Well, no one told us what it was, only that we would know what it was when we saw it. So
Juno doesn't know if
buzzed.
this is what we're looking for.
it's magical.
She
It
shrugs.
says the place on it. Hey, guard. You can't
Guard
talk.
gets
Never
off.
mind.
Can't talk.
How about we get in the car?
As you, can I have you all make perception checks?
Son of a bitch! 7.
23.
13.
Thank God.
Okay, with a 23, Ashe, you notice 2 more guards pop out of the front of the temple, and they seem to be looking around.
Let's
We have to go.
They do not see you, it seems, but they are looking around.
Maybe they know what this is.
Juno
are we-
grabs Tick from and stops it
What?
from going
Hey,
back.
Dylan, what was your question?
Yeah, all right.
Is everything good now?
I said, is everything good, Ashe?
Oh, sorry.
There's company. They have yet to see us. And she like tips her head in the direction of the guards. So hopefully
Let's go.
people can see them.
Okay, assuming you get in the vehicle.
Yep.
And what do you do with the guard?
assuming so. My plan is that right before we took off, I drop concentration and go, "Hey, was this thing important?" And then we get going.
Okay, so you drop concentration.
Right when Artemis.
Yeah,
is about
I'm
to
assuming
go.
I'm assuming you've told Artemis this plan.
Yeah, like Artemis.
Okay.
I'm gonna drop concentration. I'm gonna whatever.
She goes, okay, and it's your mission. And she revs up the horse and carriage, and you drop concentration. And what do you say?
I go. Was this thing important?
The guard says, "You fools! You cannot escape with that. We'll destroy you."
We
Got it.
I rolled the window.
She throws a spear. She
I
throws a
love that there's
spear at the
windows
car.
on this
There's a curtain.
She throws a spear and it bounces off the curtain that is also a window, and the car zooms off. And you take off into the distance, and the guard throws another spear at you, and they throw it a long way. They've got a hell of an arm on them, and it hits the back of the vehicle. But you see the temple behind you disappearing over the horizon. And
I got one too, and I hold up my spear and I throw it at him.
Where'd you
shit.
get a spear?
I have my own spear. It returns to me. It's fine.
Okay.
And so
It falls on the ground and appears.
the Artemis drives you off, and she goes, "Okay, we've got to return this item. If this is the thing, we've got to return it to Silas. Which way do we go? Do you guys want to go the short way that's a little more dangerous, or the long way where you might be followed?"
How many realms do we have to go through, and what do you know what
3?
realms we have to go through?
We gotta cross through the Manifold, and then through New Vespa, and then the New Port.
Yeah, so Artemis explains that if you go the short, more dangerous way, you will go through the Manifold, through New Vespa, through the Red Court, and finally into Silas. If you go the longer way that you might be followed, you'll just go through Calamity Canyon, and that's it. Calamity Canyon directly into
sounds
Silas.
bad. Yeah, why don't we go the way where we'll be followed less?
So, I mean, like, if you, like, to sort of, again, you all have general knowledge of what the realms are, so you don't have to, like, make a history check of everything. But just, like, you know, going through the Manifold is where, you know, Jacques told you about this last session, where when you die, your soul is put into the nearest living body, and you merge into one being. And then New Vespa is this sort of, like, how to
New
sort
York
of yeah, a sort of it's this realm that was made of 50 former equal states, and it's this sort of bastion of capitalism. And then the Red Court is ruled by vampires who feast on people as cattle. Calamity Canyon is a desert frontier full of small towns and you know, gunmen.
Well,
Up to you.
I don't. The shorter way that is less followy sounds pretty good, but I don't know. What do you guys want?
I'm of the mind that not being followed or having a less chance of being followed is the best option. And if we can escape into a crowd, all the better.
I also agree.
Okay.
All right.
So it seems like y'all
not want to go this way.
Y'all are heading to the Manifold, it would seem. This is the group all set with that? Okay,
Guess
perfect.
so.
Cool. So Artemis heads sharply northwest, and you head up a sort of desert pathway. And as you do, you can see at the top of this sort of valley, as the vehicle drives up there, you see out the window a host of guards chasing you. But they sort of head off towards where the desert continues into even more desert, which is obviously where Calamity Canyon is. It seems you have lost your immediate tail.
Can I
yes.
spend a minute? Can I spend a minute to regain a spell slot?
Sure. What is that?
It's just called Magical Cunning. Once per long rest, you can perform an esoteric rite for 1 minute, regaining up to 1 expended pact magic spell slot.
Esoteric. So, what does your esoteric rite look like?
I will be honest. I don't know what an esoteric rite is.
I think you can.
I don't know how I would explain it. I would just say it's a form of just meditation.
Okay.
So, just being still and hands on her lap and her head down as she just focuses on regaining.
Sure. And you glow a little bit, and you feel a little more magical, and you totally are able to do that. Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. Anything else
if
that y'all want to do?
More than 4 hours, call a doctor.
Yeah, and it doesn't. You're fine.
While we are driving, Juno takes the item and sees if there's anything that she can kind of figure out about it.
Sure. Go ahead and make an investigation check for me.
If I would open the right window. 11. These rolls suck today.
With an 11, I mean, what can I say about the capsule? It's again this brass capsule. I would say it's roughly the size of like a Thanksgiving turkey. It's pretty big. And with like that roll, like nothing really stands out to you. You can see like it's a capsule that's like it looks like you could pop it open, but if you try to, it doesn't open.
There's no kind of key holder or anything on it that I see?
Nothing that you can see, no.
Our mission states not to open it.
How do I feel about the item as I hold it in my hand?
How do you feel about the item?
Yeah, like it's said that we would know it, and Juno doesn't know that this is it yet.
I mean,
I know we can't go back, but I'm just wondering.
You can go. You can do whatever you want. So it's a wide open world there, Missy. But like, I don't know how to answer that question. Because I don't know. I can't tell you how you feel, right?
Like, I don't even know what would it be. I'm trying to think of like what would be the perception nature. Can I do a history check on it? See if I identify it. I knew the history of the realm. Can I do a history check on it?
Sure, go for it.
18.
You would say like based on like the temple it was found in, this might have something to do with fertility, or it might have something to do with, like life or something like that. That's all you could really tell. You've never seen like something like this before necessarily.
All right, I'm just getting myself out there.
Sure.
I have nothing else to say about it.
As you are driving, the vehicle passes and the desert gives way to various small towns that are surrounded by grassland that pokes out of the surroundings as you drive. And you see little villages, you see small mining towns that are populated by various people. And Artemis goes, well, I think we have crossed over. So welcome everybody to the Manifold. And the vehicle speeds up as it turns into a mid-sized sedan. And she says, this place is probably the least dangerous of the three we're going to go to, and the one I want to spend the least amount of time in.
Then drive away.
Well,
if it's the least dangerous, why is this the one you want to spend the least amount of time in?
Listen, you can die like very easy, like we hit a rock and we crash, a meteor falls on us. I don't want to die here.
Okay. Do you not have meteor insurance on the vehicle?
Insurance would not save my soul from going into the nearest living body.
Oh, you need better insurance.
She looks at you.
How
and
long
then
will it take us to get
laughs.
through this realm?
Not long. A few hours at best. And if y'all want to go ahead and make, can y'all make Constitution checks for me?
A Constitution save or a Constitution check?
Check, please.
Okay.
4.
6.
4 or 6.
I'm sorry.
What is it?
Someone else could read it because it's just so suspicious.
She got a 22, so
I got a nat 20.
Oh my god, why are you taking all the nat 20s?
Dylan's rolls are awesome.
Dylan's doing very well with his rolls.
So yeah,
Share the wealth. Damn.
With that, you can tell that the vehicle would probably be fine, at least for you, Faylell, to take a rest in. If you want to take a long rest, you can. No one else can. Not that y'all did anything. Y'all didn't actually get in any fights. Yeah, so you're all pretty fine.
I will, because I'll get my pact back.
Yeah, I was gonna say
you will get your pact back. You'll get your thing back. Yes. So, Faylell, you're the only one who can make a long rest here.
Okay.
But that's okay. You're the only one who needs it.
Juno is looking out the window as we travel and trying to see if there's anything of note that might come in handy later if we ever revisit this realm again.
Sure. Make a perception check.
Come on, dice, don't fuck up with me now. 15?
Okay. The manifold seems fairly nondescript. Everyone here, it seems fairly peaceful. There's not a lot going on. Like, while she has sped up, she's not like, driving with, well, she's not scared. Like, she's driving through here, because like people are obeying traffic laws, it's fine. And as you are heading through the manifold, you come upon a large fence in the distance. And you see a cadre of guards surrounding this fence. And as you get to it, you see a man who stands out and he holds his hand out and he says, "All right, stop right there." And the vehicle stops in its tracks. What do you do?
Artemis, do you know what's going on?
She goes, "Well, it seems like that's New Vespa up there. And, well, we're not going to be able to just drive into that one. So could y'all go deal with this?"
Okay, yeah, I'll go talk to him.
Okay.
Okay. Ashe actually said she was on it, so go ahead.
Yeah. As Tick is about to jump out the car, Juno grabs him, pulls him back in, and lets Ashe out instead.
Okay. All right.
Heaven forbid we do anything a little scary.
That would never happen.
If there's no chance at a potential benefit, why bother?
Bitch, we are level 3.
I'm not scary.
So
It can be scary though.
Jesus
As
Christ.
can I.
Jesus Christ.
I like you.
So Ashe, you're gonna go up and talk to this guard alone. Is that what's happening?
Sure, I guess.
And this guard, he's a man. He's in this large, like helmet with a sort of like, it's like ablative metal and like plastic armor. And there are like, it's this white armor with like these blue pads and these red stripes that are going across the face. And he holds out his hand and he says, "Yeah, passport, please."
Oh dear, I believe I left it in my vehicle. Will you hang on for just a moment?
Yeah, we can do that.
Cool. I disappear off and I disappear behind a vehicle and then I reemerge and I look like the guard that we ran into at the temple.
Okay, go on. So wait, what are you doing? What are you doing? What's happening here?
Ow. What?
Tell me about in the game language what you just did.
Oh, I'm shape-shifting?
Okay, cool. Into the temple guard?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I go back up to this guard and I say, "Step aside, please. I'm on official business."
Okay. And he looks at you for a second. And he goes, "State your business."
I'm investigating a robbery that was attempted at our temple. We saw the suspects heading this way.
He looks at you and he says, "Where are you from?"
Oh my god, I've forgotten the name of the place.
Aru.
I'm from Aru.
And you came, what, all the way through the manifold in a car?
No. We have horses.
He looks over and he says, "I saw you get out of a car."
I did not enter a car. I came from beside of that vehicle, but I did not.
So you're not with the people in the car?
I've never seen them before in my life.
Okay, make a deception check.
Hey, you got it.
Yeah.
$16.
Okay. Yeah, the rest of you are back in the car, right?
Yeah.
That's where we were left.
Can y'all see, like, I imagine y'all can see what's happening here. The guard looks at you, Ashe, and looks you up and down and says, "Okay, so, someone stole something from Aru, and you're trying to, like, you're saying they're in Vespa right now?"
We saw them heading this way. That's correct.
Who's we?
Me and my other guards.
Okay, all right. You and your other guards. Well,
I guess I never took off my guard outfit. So.
He goes, "Well, I guess I could let you through. But what about those others? They're not with you?"
Correct.
Okay. He opens a gate and he lets you through. Just you.
Excellent.
Okay. What do you do? What do you do?
Tick gets out of the vehicle.
Okay, got it.
All right. Hello.
Hold right there. Passport, please.
Look, I'm from Aru, and someone stole a capsule, and she was headed this way, and I think you were just talking to her. And I really need to catch her so I can get my shit back.
Wait, you're saying the thief is the person we just let in?
That's right. Yeah, Juno comes out of the car.
So yeah.
Who the hell are you?
That's. We are from the goddess's temple. I am one of the followers of the goddess.
Why are you dressed? You're not dressed like them.
No. Well, they're not guards.
Exactly. I'm a follower.
They're followers of.
Why are you in a car?
We got a ride on the way here. That person that went through ahead of you, she stole our chariot and she dumped it somewhere. We don't know where.
If we were on foot, we would not be able to catch up with her.
This nice driver helped us when we told them our story.
Yeah.
Artemis pokes her head out the window and like awkwardly waves.
I am sitting in the back hiding the capsule.
All right, wait a minute. All right, I'm gonna need to call this in. And he like pulls a walkie-talkie from his belt.
Look, she has been she has a head start. We got to get in there so we can get this important piece of relic back.
Ashe, can you go ahead and make me, let's see, I want you to go ahead and make how would I want to do this? Let's do a sleight of hand check for me, please.
Sure. 15.
15. Yeah, you make it pretty far past the guards. You're able to sort of slip in, and you're still wearing your uniform, right?
Yeah.
I would say you make it pretty far before you find yourself sort of detained as a door closes in front of you. And a second guard who is in a very similar outfit pops up and says, excuse me, ma'am. Hi. Yeah, so can I see your passport, please?
I don't have one. I came here to hunt down a would-be criminal.
They pull out their walkie and they go, yeah, so I've got the person that you talked about over at Station 2. Over. And the first guard, who's in front of Tick and Juno, pulls out his thing and says, yeah, so I've got two people here.
We can go get them for you.
What do you mean? What are you talking about?
Well, you have to stay here at your post. Why don't you just let us in?
There's like 80 of us.
Are you all? Are any of you? I mean, you must all be busy. We can just go in and grab them and take them back ourselves. It'll only take us a couple of minutes. I mean, we've got this car.
Yeah, I'm still kind of wondering about the whole car thing. Doesn't really make a lot of sense. Artemis awkwardly pokes her head back inside the car. And he goes, yeah, go ahead and detain the Aru guard. If you go ahead and bring her to, let's say, substation C. If you two and your driver could go ahead and come with me, I think we're going to need to sort of sort this out together.
Can I... I don't see a way forward except for through.
Sir, this really needs to not take very much longer. Do you want to be responsible for pissing off an entire land of gods because you wanted to follow protocol?
Not only that, but she's a fertility goddess. Have you ever wanted children? Because she can make sure that does not happen for you.
Absolutely not. Kids are way too expensive. The only god I worship is middle management.
In which case, then she can make sure that you get some of those little rugrats.
The only god I worship is the pecking order. All right, so you're gonna need to follow it. Listen to me, and we're gonna take care of this together. Okay.
Can I mind sliver the guard?
Okay, go tell me what that is.
So mind sliver, there's two parts to this, okay?
Yeah,
Remember,
sure.
I'm in the car, so this is important. You try to temporarily sliver the mind of the creature you can see within range. The target must succeed on an intelligence saving throw, or take 1d6 psychic damage and subtract 1d4 from the next saving throw it makes before the end of your next turn. Judging by the voice you picked for him, I assume he has disadvantage on the saving throw. No.
Wow, rude.
But
okay.
With this, though, when I cast enchantment spells of any kind, I don't need to do any verbal or visual. Sure. He wouldn't know where it's coming from. I can just sit still and it just happens.
Okay.
And I'm sitting in the car looking forward.
Okay. So what is your spell save DC again?
This would be an intelligence saving throw of 14.
Okay. He does not pass that. So he immediately takes 1d6 psychic damage. You want to go ahead and roll that?
Sure. So he takes 3 damage.
Okay. He keels over suddenly, as if he's got a huge migraine headache. What the hell? Oh my god.
And then I would say within the allowable of the next turn that I cast, once again, suggestion on him with a penalty of that saving throw. I believe it's 1d4.
1d4. Sure. Yeah. Okay.
It's a wisdom 14.
Nat 20.
Ooh.
Nat 20.
Well.
Yeah, he doesn't.
You're supposed to give some of the 20s to us, Dylan, not to him.
And the guard like looks up from where he's at, and he's like his visor pops down over his face, and you see like little technological beeps and boops, like a fucking Dragon Ball Z Scouter, and the crowd is booing at the nat 20 that the guard got. Hey, listen, I don't make the rules.
Hey, it was a setup.
Yeah, like listen, if you want to see it, it's still on my screen. But the crowd is booing the nat 20. I get it. He beeps and boops, and he looks over at the car, and he says, "All right, so I think there's some kind of magical something happening here. If you could sort of bring the girl back out front, actually, and we can sort of work this all out together." And Ashe, the guard, tries to motion you back to where you just came from.
Artemis,
Okay.
Okay.
Is it possible to just go?
She goes, "I would like to not get murdered. There's a lot of guards here.
Can we turn around and go the other way?
You want to go back to the cowboy desert? Hours and hours where they've already got a way to search."
Yeah, no, never mind.
And
So just to clarify, there are lots of guards right here, right
oh,
now.
tons of them. Yeah.
Okay.
Like it's a fucking like you are at the border wall of this sort of like capitalist nation. I don't know what to tell you.
Can I
that's
do?
Yeah. Yes. Juno.
This is about to be a little bit of metagaming, perhaps. But I say we, Artemis. What if we get back in the car and see if, I don't know, maybe there's a hole in the wall somewhere that we can just kind of slide through?
Okay. Artemis says, "I'm not sure that I want to listen. I think we can maybe get in. If we can get in somehow, that's great. I would like to not criminally trespass any more than we are already criminally trespassing. New Vespa is pretty tight, so I don't know that we're going to be able to find a hole in this wall."
Would it be possible if
Ashe, you're back.
Ashe, yep.
Okay.
Would it be possible if while she's being escorted,
Mhm.
Ashe kind of like mumbles under her breath and like as her hands are kind of at rest behind her back, she makes a little gesture and like 60 feet away sends a bit of a starry wisp to hit something and cause a distraction?
Okay. Let's do another sleight of hand check on that one.
That would be an 18.
Okay, yeah, sure. What are you trying to do?
Distract the guards by, causing the starry wisp to do. It's basically radiant damage, right?
Okay.
And so I'm just trying to like, I don't know what's like on either side of us. What would
Sure.
be 60 feet away, but I'd like to, maybe hit something and have, sparks or light sort of blast something and cause a bit of a distraction.
You're in this sort of maze of like fencing. And like at this point it's probably like dawn time. So there's some lights on, and so you could like blow up a light or something.
Yeah, that would be great.
Sure, yeah, you blow up a light bulb. And a lot of the guards look up at it. And then what?
Okay, so I was kind of hoping they would like be concerned that there was another problem brewing elsewhere.
Like I would say a few guards do go to investigate it. The one that's with you does not.
Okay. Of course, that's fine.
Yeah. But definitely some guards do go to
Excuse
investigate
me.
it.
Juno kind of walks up to the guards like, I think there's a little bit of a confusion here.
There's a lot of bit of
what if
confusion here.
Yeah. What if we were to... Is there a way to get these passports?
Listen, if you don't have a passport, you're not getting into Vespa.
I lean into the car and motion to Artemis. Do you have a piece of paper or anything? Just a
Why would I have a piece of
passport-sized
paper?
piece
Juno hears piece of paper from the background, goes to the back of her notebook, pulls out a page, and kind of like flings it backwards as she's talking to the guard to Tick.
Go ahead and make a. I need you to make a sleight of hand and a stealth check on that one.
Oh, son of a bitch! Which one is which?
If
Both?
Juno, if you could make the sleight of hand and TikTok make the stealth.
21.
Well, I rolled sleight of hand first and got an 18, and that is the same +3 as my stealth.
That's too bad because you made a stealth check. No. So he sees you pass he sees you grab the paper, and he's like, "What are we doing here? What are we doing?"
Look,
Just like,
look. I use
at this point,
magical
hold on.
tinkering.
At this point,
Magical tinkering on it.
you do it right in front of him.
I try to do it as covertly as I can.
This is a shit show. This is amazing.
I know.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and make a stealth check.
Back to him and...
Yeah, make a stealth check
right.
as you do it.
Fuck. 6.
You rolled a 6. Got it. Yeah. Yeah. He walks over and he just says, "What are you doing? You trying to forge documents like in front of me?"
No, I just wanted a piece of paper so I could take notes.
But like you magically tinkered it into it. That looks like a fake passport.
Hey, no, it doesn't.
He goes, "Listen, I'm not here."
No,
No, you.
At this point, Ashe, you have been escorted to the entrance at this point. And the guard turns to all four.
There you are. I can't believe you would try and steal our item from us.
Yeah, all right. No, this is dumb. This is stupid. So, at this point, listen, I don't want to arrest you. All right, this is going to be a lot more paperwork for me. Yeah, no, like I don't want to.
Very mad.
Oh my God, shut up. You're an octopus. So, like, I don't want to arrest you.
Oh my God.
But you're not getting in. I'm just going to tell you that right now. Not without a passport, you're not getting through the door. And he walks back to the fence and he nods at you and he goes, "So, move along, please." And there is a bit of a pause. And can I have all four of you make perception checks, please?
Because that's been going so well for me today.
16.
Oh,
21.
10.
Okay, Ashe and Tick, you hear
also 21.
You hear a around a nearby corner.
Oh no, 10. Haha.
You hear like kind of off to the side. There's like a little like booth or something, and you hear like someone clearing their throat as if they're trying to get your attention.
Ashe looks.
And you see someone, you can't fully make them out, but they motion for you to come towards them.
Sure, yeah, Ashe will head toward that waving hand.
I'm not letting that thief that stole our relic get out of my sight again. I'm going with her.
Who are you who are you saying that to? The guard?
Elf, as I go with her.
Okay, got it.
Meanwhile, Juno goes back to the car because she realizes that this is hopeless.
Okay, all right. And Faylell, where are you headed?
Oh, well, I didn't see anything, right? I just see Ashe and Tick.
Yeah, you see Ashe and Tick walk off. Yeah.
Faylell's still in the car, so Juno's gonna go back to the car and inform. Like, I cannot pronounce your dang name.
Faylell.
I'm just gonna knock on Ashe's mind.
Okay, sure.
And just knock.
I love knock. I'm a big fan of knock. Okay. So are you? Can you like hear what she hears or see what she sees? Like, how does the connection work?
No, it's just telepathic communication.
Okay, got it.
For now.
So you can talk to Ashe. So you say knock, Ashe.
Yes.
Like, what are you doing?
I had a plan. It went awry.
Where are you walking to now?
Someone was trying to get our attention, so I'm following.
Shall we come with you?
Unless you're afraid of a beckoning hand.
All right. Juno, let's go with them.
Can the guards see us if we get out of this car?
I mean, yeah, but I
They
mean,
saw
like
you
they
got
don't.
in it.
Yeah, they don't really care about you at this point. Like you're just not getting in the door.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. As long as they don't seem to care anymore. Okay.
We're sleeping at the
let's go.
gates.
No, like y'all are fucking cosplayers at this point, and you're like fucking doing a bit, and they don't know what's happening, and they don't care. You're just not getting in the door.
They are gonna tell we are the story they are gonna tell when they go home and eat dinner tonight.
100%.
You're never gonna believe what happened at work today.
So you head over to the shadowy corner, and you see a man there, and he's wearing this long trench coat, and he has a bowler hat on, and he's this large humanoid man, and he has a cybernetic eye, like this sort of like cybernetic eyepiece, right over at the left side of his face, and he goes, "Oi, so what the hell was that all about?"
I don't have an adequate explanation for you, sir. Who are you?
Yeah, no. Oh, me? Well, I'm just information broker of sorts, and it looks like the four of you are trying to skedaddle your way into New Vespa, eh?
Yes.
Well,
I need to keep my eyes on this thief, but also.
Oh my God,
I would like to get into New Vespa.
It looks like you're committing to a bit.
I start to conjure like a bit of like the beginnings of Thorn Whip in my hands as I just kind of slowly turn and stare hard at Tick.
For once, Juno is not gonna stop her.
I stare back. What are we doing?
Your actual thing is staring, like its eyes kind of squinted a little.
I hate the Avatar, but also I love the Avatar. The man in the hat, he takes it off and he holds it to his chest. And he's got a big bald head, and he says, "Well, I'll tell you right now, Dollar Sedonis, that was one of the worst attempts at subterfuge I ever did see.
I could not agree with you more.
But
again, but I'm sorry. Are you helping us? Is that the intent here?
I suppose I could help you. I mean, I called you over here, didn't I? And
you did.
I mean, who's afraid of a beckoning hand? Am I right?
I'm certainly not. I'm trying to suss out what your game is.
Please, my name's Schultz, and he holds his hand out for a handshake.
Yeah, sure. She'll shake his hand.
Yeah, Schultz, he shakes your hand, and he says, "So I hear what you're looking for is one of these," and he produces a passport.
Okay.
Ashe looks it over, and does it seem to be legit?
Yeah, make an investigation check.
Investigation check. You got it.
You see, Tick? That's what they're supposed to look like.
It does not look like Ticks at all. It is the real deal. You saw a lot of those.
Try to roll better next time. Right?
You saw a lot of passports that looked very much like his inside when you got halfway through the gate. And Schultz says, "Yeah, no, I'm here. I'm here on official business, so I can get more of these if I need them. But it looks like you need one of these today, don't you?"
We may just need one of these, maybe a few of these today.
Oh, well, that, my friends, is perfect, because I am needing something from you. So you see, like I said, I'm kind of an information broker, and I will give you this here passport, and I'm going to need to know a couple of things from you. Just some information. If you just want to answer a couple questions for me.
What do
you wish to know?
And I need all four of you to make Arcana checks.
15.
Sick.
I'm unable to roll. Give me a second. I have to refresh my page. There we go. 13.
I think the 15, Ash, you notice his cybernetic eye like makes a sort of quick click. Like it's almost imperceptible because it's so like quiet. And you can tell that there's some kind of magical field suddenly around all 5 of you. And he sees you notice and he goes, "Oh, don't worry, love. That's a zone of truth. Easy, quick spell. Don't worry about it."
I see.
Oh.
But all I want is some information. As long as you agree to the terms, you can walk away with one of these handy passports and maybe a new friend, huh? So all I want to know from you is, who the hell are you? Who do you work for? And he nods to, I'm assuming who's holding it is probably at this point Juno. And he goes, "What's in the capsule?"
In
My
that
name's
order?
Ashe. As far as I can tell, I'm not fully employed quite yet, and we have yet to open that capsule.
You're not
Hi,
fully
I'm
employed.
Tick Octopus, and yeah, I don't work for anybody at the moment, except for the fertility god I can't pronounce.
This is a job interview, so I can't say that I'm quite gainfully employed yet.
A job interview for who?
Jacques?
Jacques. And
Yeah.
Jacques works for what organization?
Juno feels compelled to tell the truth, so she is in the
I mean,
background.
we're in the zone of
keeping her
truth.
mouth shut. Yeah.
I mean,
And
you
that's-
can
I'm just saying she is.
Yeah.
Zone of Truth does allow you to resist it with like wisdom saving throws, but that's up to you.
Sure.
None of you have
Yeah,
lied
yeah.
yet, so I'm not
Yeah,
making
yeah.
you.
And that's why
Yeah.
Juno is in the back, kind of just keeping her mouth shut.
Okay. So who does this Jacques work for?
A secret organization.
Right. And the name of that secret organization?
Is short.
Is it? I mean, it's
Just
not.
one word.
It is one word, but it's kind of a longer word, right? Is it? Is that a lie?
No.
Is it though?
Is it a lie if he believes it's the truth though?
Yeah. it's
That's
just one
not.
word.
No, that's not how facts work.
It is a short to moderate size.
That is not. I'm gonna tell y'all now. That's not how facts work. I'm gonna say. I don't agree that it's a short name. I want you to make a charisma saving throw.
Well, that went about as well as all my rolls today. That's a 5.
Okay. He goes, yeah, right. What's the name of the organization Jacques works for? I got an idea, but I want to hear it from you, Octopus.
We are not allowed to say, I think. Which is the truth.
Not allowed to say. All right, okay. What happens if you say? You gonna get in trouble? Or you're not gonna. What?
I'm trying to get hired.
Well, of course you're doing a bang up job, aren't you?
No. See, it's not the truth.
He didn't lie. He
Yeah.
didn't lie.
He goes, and so before you are trying to get a job, you're trying to get into New Vesper, and you're trying to get this little capsule across, and you don't know what's in it.
Correct.
Why don't we open it?
Because we
I
were
would rather
told,
We
like
don't
this
know
idea
how to
personally.
open it.
we're
What'd you
told-
say,
told
Ash?
Absolutely under no circumstances to open it.
Ash, what did you say?
I said
couldn't hear
I
you.
said I liked the idea.
Okay. Okay.
It's none
mean,
of my
she's-
business, but I
all-
must admit
all of
I'm
us are being-
curious.
All of us are being truthful there. Ash does like the idea, but we don't know how to open it.
Yeah, no one.
I
No
don't
one's
like
have
not
we
lying.
knowing
tried?
things.
Um,
No.
like, not
We were
really.
told not to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we haven't tried opening it. Maybe we twist it like those ridiculous eggs children sometimes get.
Well, we were told not to open it, but what if somebody else opens it?
Schultz holds out his hand. Oh, I love technicalities.
That I don't think we should do.
He shrugs and he puts his hand back in his pockets and he goes, "No problem. I'm not here to make you, break any vows or anything. We all got rules we got to follow, right?"
Of course.
We're in the zone of truth. You mean it?
Is he also in the zone of truth with us?
He is. Yeah.
What do you want?
I told you, love. Information. And,
do you know what this capsule is?
Oh, I got no fucking clue. Never seen anything like that before in my life. But it does look like it says Silas there on the side, and well, I know where that is. So.
Can you take us there?
Well, no, I'm not. I'm an information broker, my friend. I'm not a fucking car. You have a driver.
You said you know where it is, so maybe you can take us.
I mean, you know it. You were heading that way, weren't you?
Maybe you'll know what's in the thing. You go with us. We'll deliver the thing, and then you can know what's in it.
And just think about all the information you would get along the way if you joined us.
Schultz waves his hand at that. He goes, "Yeah, that don't interest me one bit. No, I want to know what's in it. But if you don't want to open it, I'm not going to make you. I'm actually kind of content with the mystery, if I'm being honest." And
cool.
He goes, "Besides, the four of you talking about who you work for or who you want to work for. I mean, listen, anyone with half a brain could probably suss that out pretty quick, right? I mean, that's an old vehicle back there, ain't it?"
Yeah. Well, I can't lie. So.
I mean, you can try.
You dare try the devil.
So if you know, why are you asking?
Be honest, kind of fucking with you a little bit at this point.
I think he's
I like
lonely.
I like you a lot.
I respect the game.
Oh, wait, yeah. Love to see it. I love to see some people who are at least a little bit better at playing it than the last people who tried to call me out of a passport. And he flicks his wrist, and it's between two fingers, and he holds out his hand, and he goes, "You're going to be needing this, but I'm going to tell you one thing. You're not going to be able to get out of New Vespa with this passport."
Why?
Because
How do we get out of New Vespa?
And does one of you take the passport from him?
Sure, I do.
Sure.
Cool. He hands it to you, Faylell, and then he puts his hands in his pocket and he turns to walk away. He says, "Well, in that case, I think you're going to need to talk to the president." And he wanders off, and that's where we're going to stop.
Who's the president?
I really was kind of expecting you to say, "Talk to the president," and then he turns around and he's like, "And it's me."
Hey, I'm the president. No, he is not the president. He is just a guy. And that's where I think we'll pause there. Hey, everybody, great job.
Very good.
You know, I had stuff set up for combat, and you didn't get into any. And
We don't
sometimes
need to do combat every time.
you don't need to do combat. Yeah, they're going to have to go meet the president next time. I also realized that. Hey, let me give you a little bit of inside baseball here, viewers. So the way I've set up these missions is there are branching paths where my people can go one way or the other, and sometimes multiple ways. Anyway, I only set up visuals and music for the way they chose not to go. So I forgot to do the other path, which I do have visuals made. They're just not set up to show you right now. So it'll be ready for next week. Don't worry. You'll be able to see what the guards look like and everything. But
Wow, you thought we were going to Cowboy Town, and we are not.
Y'all don't want to go see the Cowboys? It's fine. Don't worry about it. But yeah, yeah, exclamation point map. Yeah, if you thanks for watching, y'all. Thanks for being here. I think we're gonna call it a night. We'll be back in about 2 weeks, I think, though, for meeting some presidents. Again, if you want to check the wiki there, that'll be updated soon with some information about what we've done, some pictures of characters they've met, which they didn't meet any major characters here except for maybe Schultz and the guard. Yeah. Yes, Ashe.
Can
Nikki.
I admit something?
Yeah, I would love to.
So, when I just said, yeah, I'll get out of the car, I was yes-anding because that's what you do. But at the time, Jubilee was making a really concerning noise. And so I have no idea. I had no idea what I was agreeing to do. And I was like, the rest of the group is going to go with me. It will be fine. And then everybody was like, no, I'm scared.
I love this group. Y'all are great. And honestly, I couldn't tell. And that's what really matters.
I'm sitting here going, what is she? Where is she going? She's just going with the cards, okay?
So y'all did great with the temple. I don't want to do too much post gaming here on stream, but I do want to say, I have never seen a plan go so badly before in D&D. Like once you got to the border crossing, yeah, you all did really badly. And I mean, Ashe, you would have gone just fine if the others hadn't tried to also be part of your great plan. But you would have been by yourself, which maybe was also not a great plan.
I was also gonna try to do the distraction thing, and then everyone was like, "She's the thief," and I was like,
which was an awesome idea, but the dice did not support it, and sometimes the dice.
If the dice had been on our side, that would have been amazing.
And sometimes the dice tell the story for us, you know.
No, for sure. But I was just like, "Oh man, not okay."
I mean, I was setting it up to have the guy just escort us through, just be send them through, you know.
Yeah.
And that nat 20 was just I had the setup with the penalty.
I think I still have the dice open if you I can show you it's here.
Oh yeah, please show us our downfall. I want to see it in my own 2 eyes.
The bill comes due, and I rolled a lot of nat 20s tonight.
You did great. Yeah, the dice were helping you in particular. They're all against you, Ashe. Watch yourself.
You know, I think they just might be. It's okay. So far she's not very nice, which is fine.
We have to talk about the shape-shifting next time, too.
Do we? By the way, it occurs to me that I said I didn't come in a car, but I mentioned that I left my passport in the car, and I meant to say vehicle.
Yeah.
And I'm just I'm like, why are you not getting us
hindsight? It came out so naturally. I didn't even think about that slip up there, but that's fine. It makes for a more ridiculous circumstance.
Yeah, I mean, listen, the cops were not all that great anyway, so you know.
Yeah.
I think y'all would have had a pretty easy time getting past them if not for the fact that you all fucked up pretty bad.
Every roll I did today was actually 2, and one of them wasn't the roll I was supposed to make.
Yeah, so. big fan of how much of a loser your dice rolls were. And next time,
stop talking. You're like, what?
Next time, I'm sure it'll be a lot better. But for now, I'm going to cut this stream. Thank y'all for being here. This will go up on YouTube a lot faster than the other one because I'm just going to reuse the intro, so I don't have to worry about making an intro over and over again. So that'll go up pretty quick within the next couple days. But thanks for being here. Thanks for being you. We'll see you in 2 weeks estimated for the next session, and we'll go meet a president.
Let's meet a president.
But
Let's
probably
kill a president. Wait,
what? What? in Minecraft? What's happening?
In D&D, obviously.
In Dungeons and Dragons. All right. Thanks, everybody. Good night.